Dear friends, today on 19th September 23, the Modi government has passed a bill in the Lok Sabha. It's regarding women reservation in state legislatures and parliament. As you know, this issue of women reservation has been hanging for the last many decades. There have been many differences on various aspects of this bill pertaining to women reservation, which says that 33% seats in the state legislature, the parliament, should be reserved for the women. I don't think there has been any opposition to the very concept of reservation for women in legislative bodies. But where the opposition lies, the crux of that opposition is that in this country, in our country, with so many disparities, caste disparities, social disparities, economic disparities, you cannot take the concept of woman as a homogeneous or monolithic whole. Just as we have various kinds of caste in our country, various regions in our country like urban and rural, hilly areas, coastal areas, and if you see the social, economic and educational status of women, you will find a great disparity, a very uneven kind of a playing field as far as the condition of women goes. If you see big cities and the women living in posh colonies of big cities like Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Madras, Bangalore, you cannot compare the situation or the condition of women living in these areas with a woman who is living in a remote area, in a hill area, Adivasi woman, or a poor woman living in a remote area, in a outskirts of a city, or in a coastal area. So these kind of disparities exist, and these kind of disparities, they have a lot of influence on the condition of the women who are living there. So the whole point of this opposition to this reservation was that it has been demanded by various political parties, various leaders in the past 20-30 years, that there should be a provision of quota within quota, that for women belonging to OBC communities, women belonging to religious minority communities, women belonging to SC communities, there should be proportionate allocation of seats for these women also. And all the governments in the last 2-3 decades, they have been consistently opposing it. Otherwise, this bill would have been passed 10-20 years back. Nobody had opposed this concept of reservation for women, but the only thing that was stopping this bill to be passed and made into an act was that no government was willing to provide this quota within quota. So today it has been passed because of good majority the Modi government enjoys in the parliament today, and it will become an act in near future. But our opposition to this lack of quota within quota will continue. And I also want to highlight one more aspect of this concept of reservation. If you recall, if you remember, when this reservation for OBCs were implemented in the 90s, the concept of creamy layer was introduced with big fanfare, that a person who belongs to OBC community is earning